What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that's how it was going down. Make sure I hit the like button, the subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all a lot. You know, for the great comments that I seen for yesterday's video. Make sure y'all go check it out. Letitia James video. Pretty sure. Yeah. A lot going on with her. Definitely. Geek to see what Obama has to do with this video. Definitely. Make sure y'all go check out Doug and Exhale. Description box down below. Let's get a video.
Trump's Truth Social company goes up even more after yesterday's training. He's worth more money than ever before. Imagine Letitia James just weeping at the thought that she was going to financially ruin Trump. Remember, she ran on going after Trump. We have a little bit of news on the desperation and complete disaster that is the Biden campaign, because Barack Obama has to come out and buttress that weekend at Bernie's corpse up with strings and poles. They're in trouble. Trump is just ascending over and over again. Trump just announced he's selling these Bibles and he just makes a ton of money on them. It's amazing. It's just, guys, there's no reason for anyone to have despair or glum. I'm not this big ball of goo, sunshine, optimism. That's not me. I'm looking at hard facts. It's a disaster for the left. It is a huge celebration for Trump. Preemptively, I get it. He's not in the White House yet. The election hasn't happened. I'm only saying everything is going well for him. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Let's get to the articles and I'll prove my case to you over at CBS News. I can't tell you about the joy it gives me to read this on CBS, because they're sitting there having to write this. What do you mean Trump is worth more than he ever has before? And he's now easily one of the 500 richest people in the world. That's all they wanted, was to take all. They thought, we're going to get all of his 500 million. It'll all be gone. Trump's Truth Social platform soars in second day of trading on the NASDAQ. Again, I'm going to keep interrupting this because all they did was try to predict doom and failure. And they're still doing it, they're going like, don't buy this stock. It's just going to go right down. It has a chance of going down by 95%. Former President Donald Trump's Truth Social began trading under the ticker DJT on Tuesday, putting the real estate tycoon and his initials at the helm of a publicly traded company once again. Trump Media and Technology Group shares soared in their second day of trading, rising $7.40 or 13% to $65 on Wednesday morning. That follows a gain of 16% on Monday when the company began trading on NASDAQ. The gains give Trump Media and Technology Group a market value of $9.3 billion. Trump, who owns 58% of the newly public company, now has a stake valued at $5.2 billion, at least on paper, they always say, as they're trying to tamp this down. They're trying to throw shade on it. It's just on paper, guys. I just think it's hilarious. Okay, well, let's get some trolling on here. Let's get some fun against the Democrats. On Truth Social Tuesday, users were posting about being shareholders or seeking tips on how to buy shares. Our one user urged conservatives to, quote, get behind the DJT stock and sent it over $100 per share to drive the liberals insane, another declared. Get yourself a piece of DJT stock if you're a true MAGA supporter. I'm going to give you my quick opinion on that, because I trade in stocks. I can't give advice to you, and I don't want to ever take responsibility to say, hey, go buy the stock, and then you lose all your money. Yeah. This is in a very volatile sector, is social media, okay?
Man, I'm telling you, I don't know what I'm doing with it. So if anybody can help or even show me, I don't know what I'm doing with y'all.
It goes up and down. So, and I always say, do your own research, okay? Beware. Definitely. Don't ever do anything, because I'm talking about how great this stock is and how great it is that Trump's making money. However, I will say this. If I can give Trump money by making a campaign donation, which I think is completely risky, all that money, it just goes out of you and you don't hold any of the value. You give it all to Trump. I think it's a better idea to buy stock. Buy stock in a company he owns. He can still take the money out if he wants, and you own something. Now, that money could go to zero. But one thing we know, if you give the money to his campaign, your money leaves you and is worth zero, right? Zero. Now, if you invest in his stock, what are the chances of that going to zero? Like, it's 100% your money is gone if you give to a campaign. But this money, it could go to zero. It could also double. You're not going to double your money giving to his campaign. So I'm only saying I think it's a very interesting way to support him, especially if you're a Trump supporter. Also, it's very hard to give to a campaign. They send you junk mail forever. They do phone calls forever once they get your credit card information. And that's if you're lucky enough to happen to find the Trump campaign where you can donate money. There's 50 different shells pretending to be Trump on the Republican side where they're sending you junk emails all the time. It's very easy for your broker or to go to a stock market and find the Truth Social DJT ticker symbol and invest in that on the NASDAQ. Okay. I'm just saying, just from the paperwork standpoint, it's easier. Now, again, I don't want to get into trouble. Never say, Doug said I should give. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying is making money, and everyone thought they would take it away from him, and he just makes money and makes money, including the Bible he's selling. He's now a Bible salesman. And I'm not even convinced he's read a whole lot of it, guys. I believe the Bible is real, 100% the word of God. But I just think it's funny that Trump is selling the Bible as a product. And even it is just grinding out and making money. The guy, he wakes up in the morning and he makes money. You can take all of his money and tomorrow he'll be making billions more. Okay. It's like, I don't know if it's a gift or what, but it's what the guy does. And Letitia James and Judge Engoron and the Democrat Party that thought they were going to drain his funds to keep him from funding his own campaign by going through the lawfare in New York. Democrat Party, you've done nothing but make him more popular to the voters. Definitely. It completely backfired on Letitia James and the Democrats.
This picture golden, y'all.
I'm going to title this episode that. Complete backfire, utter fiasco. Your plans were ruinous. The knife you tried to put in him turned around and went right in your heart. Okay, let's get to some Obama news.
There we go.
Because this is about the Biden campaign being in a free fall disaster, and they're calling in the emergency. They're like, look, Biden's going to lose. We better do something about it now. CNN Politics. Again, I love reporting from the enemy. Obama jumps in to help Biden defeat Trump again.
Michelle look kind of tall in there. In the back. Let's see here, from here. It's like a slant right here. Let me be quiet. Let me stop.
Loser. Who wants to stand on stage with Biden? Oh my man, this is emergency mode. They got the golden child in there. Here comes Barack Obama. Spent several.
I ain't trying to judge you or nothing. I'm just saying she did look tall. I mean, that's facts.
Hours last Friday, in the family dining room of the White House, visiting his former Vice President Joe Biden. By the way, Obama does not like Biden. Okay, they're not friends. But you'll never see Michelle Obama in a picture hanging out and having a good time with Jill Biden. Okay, they're not buddies.
That makes sense.
The mood was cheerful as the pair exchanged jokes. This is so fake. I'd love to hear the jokes. Did Biden roll out all of his racist jokes that he's been telling for 20 years? And the meeting served as a small reunion of sorts for the two presidents' respective staff, as they were ready just to tear each other apart. Many of whom have known each other going back to the Obama White House. Yeah, I'll say all of them know the Obama White House. They're all plants of Obama's because he can run the country. His staff, they know each other. CNN almost gave it away, guys. They almost told you a truth for a second. Oops, that almost slipped out. Still, the occasion was hardly just two old friends catching up. That's a nice way of putting it. That's what CNN says, guys. The occasion was not two old friends catching up. because they hate each other's guts. Obama has made clear. Can you imagine Obama? Look, Obama is like cool. He's like Rat Pack. You know, he's in there with his suit. Hey, my people. We're all like Hollywood just adores him. Can you imagine him having to sit across the table from Biden and just look at just this shambling, what's left of a guy, just probably staring right.
I don't know why they still pushing it though. That's what's sad. Like, don't keep on put. Y'all see this past what? Like I've noticed the past, I guess, year, um, of what's been going on with him. I don't know why they still pushing it. I don't know why they still pushing that and seeing the how he's doing things when he speaks out in public and him running into stuff and him fall like that stuff not good. I know a lot of people made jokes about it and stuff like that, but that's not good. They for real, like it's a lot of things that I can't say on here, y'all. I try not to and I try to be cool, but it's the stuff that's going on is sad.
Through him. And Biden's like going, hey, look, it's Joe. And Biden, ice cream. Used to hanging out with Tom Cruise and Steven Spielberg. And now suddenly he's hanging out with a shambling man. Obama has made clear to associates in recent months that he believes Biden's intensifying rematch with Donald Trump in November will be incredibly close. That's a nice way of putting it. And that the 2024 election marks an all hands on deck moment. Yeah, people familiar, that includes all of the judges you're hiring to attack Trump. All hands on deck. Get all the judges and all the juries after Trump. Biden and Obama, along with former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. We need help. Can we get help from a bat woman? She looks like
I haven't heard that name in a while. Nancy Pelosi. I haven't heard it in a while, y'all.
Stretched over a human skeleton. Along with former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, they had an IV drip that came out of a box wine for her to keep her upright. Participated in an organizing call in the White House residence heralding the 14th anniversary of the Affordable Care Act. Dude, these people are psycho. Who celebrates the 14th year of anything? It's not the 10 year, not the 20 year. Hey, we're heralding the 14th year. Oh, of what? Of the Declaration of Independence? Of your marriage? Of when you accepted Christ? No, of the Affordable Care Act. Stupid. We have the chance to do even more, but that only happens if we send Joe and Kamala back to the White House in November. Kamala, we did it, Joe.
We did it. We did it, Joe.
We did it. No, I like school.
Y'all wanna know the crazy thing? The crazy thing is, I ain't really heard Kamala Harris, however you say her name. I haven't heard her like speak or talk about anything. And I guess that's not a bad thing. But I haven't heard her. That was like one of my first times, Actually, I think it was one other video, but that was like the first time of me even. And it's crazy because I never see anything good on the news about the Biden administration. It's always, oh, Biden did this or Biden did that, in a negative way. No matter what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm watching, I don't even want to say that, the wrong news. But it's just a simple fact. Like, I don't ever see nothing that's going on, like, but negativity with them. That's crazy.
Can you imagine them hanging out with their buddy? We got to send Joe and Kamala, because Joe, as good as he is, what we really need is a genius vice president. Get me Kamala Harris. Joe, we got to help her. Good thing we've got Joe and Kamala back. Obama said in a video, can you imagine? That would look like a hostage video. Obama, he's blinking while he's saying, we got to send Joe and Kamala back to the White House in November. We did it, Joe. We did it. So we've got to keep
I don't see it happening.
He said, "This is enough mockery. I'm having too good of a time, guys. It's great news. Trump, who's filthy rich, Letitia James went after him, and he got filthy richer, kicking back and making a truth social media site, selling Bibles. He's going up by billions. Meanwhile, Letitia James is so they go from $450 million bail down to about $150 million bail. Trump's going to be able to afford it. It's going to go up to appeals. It's almost certainly going to get completely reversed, embarrassing Letitia James and frustrating her effort to take Trump's name off the ballot forever. You get nothing.
And that's it right there, y'all.
The Trump Tower, you get nothing. You attacked his family. His family's allowed to run his business. You did nothing. You got nothing. And now they're flying in Barack Obama to rescue Biden. And this is the best news of all, guys. Walk with me for a second. Tell me in the chat if you agree.
It's one thing.
Best
I'm only
news of all is that Obama has to look at his legacy. He looks across the table and there's Biden. He looks like he came out of Disney's haunted house. And Obama looks across at that guy and goes, "This is my legacy. This is what's left of my run." And now I have to cut commercials to try to prop this guy up. He looks like a loser. And when I sit here with him and have to talk about Joe and Kamala with a straight face, I look like a lying idiot. That's the best.
And that's just been, I feel like that's just been 100 from Doug, because it's honestly sad. We've seen, and that's why I say people gotta be crazy if they don't see that happening. We obviously see how Joe acts and how, his movements are, and what he says and stuff like that. And although people make jokes, people laugh, people say this, say that, I feel like it's, regardless, it's a sad thing, because it's more so of getting pushed. I don't want to really say that, obviously you can't say too much, but it's just some fact that it's sad, and people got to understand that. I feel like they got to understand, and they got to wake up from what's going on and actually look and see what's going on, instead of not seeing. I mean, I'm trying to get this through a lot of people. Y'all obviously know, but for the people that, leave the bad comments, and talk crazy about, Trump and what he has going on, and telling me to look up something else and see this and see that. Man, y'all got to realize that what's going on now. People walk around, drive around, go here and go there and complain about every single little thing. And a lot of that has to do with the administration that's in there right now. And people got to know that. People got to understand what's going on regardless of that. People got to understand everything. People got to understand what's going on with Biden, what's going on with Obama, when is going on with, you got Fonnie Willis and Letitia James. And just like Doug said, I mean, when you got Letitia James sitting here and thinking that she then did whatever and think she done won something, he obviously didn't. What he's paying more than half of what they wanted? I'm pretty sure I think it was 160 million, 170 million. And they wanted 454. So that's the thing that people got to pay attention to, is the simple fact of whatever, the stuff that's going on with Biden, the stuff that Obama, and I don't understand. I still don't understand. People got to see that. I mean, Obama was in office years ago. Years ago. You know what I mean? And he's still here trying to get, save the day, and I feel like it's raps. We know what it's coming down to, what it's gonna come down to, for this election, and that's just what it is. you know, and people got to accept that, and they're going to see change. Trust me. It just takes some people time. It takes some people time to understand what's really going on. And that's why you don't sit there and, you know, bash a person or say this. Just try to get them to understand, you know, what's really going on and to wake up from this mess. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe. I definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.